Welcome to the world of capital and interest. Dive into the essential concepts of capital and interest, enhancing your financial knowledge. Today, we're not just talking about borrowing all money, we're diving into the thrilling universe where your cash can grow and multiply like magic beans. Imagine capital as your trusty sidekick, always ready to help you conquer financial challenges. Whether it's equity, debt, or working capital, each type has its own superpowers to boost your financial journey. And then there's interest, the ultimate plot twist. Gross interest is like the flashy superhero who shows off all the gains, while net interest is the wise mentor who tells you what you actually get to keep after all the battles are fought. So, grab your capes and get ready to soar through the peaks and valleys of finance. By the end of this presentation, you'll be equipped with the knowledge to turn your financial dreams into reality. Let's make some money magic happen. Definition of capital. This is the starting point where we define what capital is. Think of it as the foundation of our financial journey. Just like a superhero needs their origin story, businesses need capital to get started and grow. What is capital? This question is like the big reveal in a mystery novel. Capital is the money or assets that businesses use to fund their operations and growth. Imagine capital as the fuel that powers a rocket ship, helping it soar to new heights. Understanding the role of capital in business growth and operations. Here, we dive deeper into why capital is so important. It's not just about having money, it's about using it wisely to expand and sustain a business. Think of capital as the magic beans that Jack used to grow his beanstalk. With the right amount of capital, businesses can reach the sky. Capital. Imagine you're opening a lemonade stand. Capital is the money you need to buy lemons, sugar, cups, and a stand. Without capital, your lemonade dreams would just be a sore idea. Role of capital. Once you have your stand up and running, capital helps you buy more supplies, hire friends to help, and maybe even open more stands. It's like having a treasure chest that keeps your business adventure going strong. By understanding capital, you'll see how businesses can grow from small ideas into big successes. Types of capital. Understanding the different forms of capital in finance. Equity capital. Funds raised through the issuance of shares, granting ownership to shareholders. For example, stock market investments allow individuals to own a portion of a company. What it is, equity capital is the money a company raises by selling shares of ownership. When you buy a share, you own a piece of that company. Why it matters? This type of capital is crucial because it doesn't need to be repaid. Instead, shareholders get a return on their investment through dividends and stock price appreciation. Example. Think of it like buying a slice of a pizza. As the pizza company grows, your slice, share, becomes more valuable. Debt capital. Involves borrowing funds that must be repaid with interest, fundamental for business growth. Common forms include bank loans and bonds issued to investors. What it is, debt capital involves borrowing money that must be repaid with interest. This is like taking out a loan to fund business activities. Why it matters? Debt capital is essential for growth, especially when a company needs funds quickly. However, it comes with the obligation to repay the borrowed amount plus interest. Example, imagine borrowing money to buy a car. You get the car now but have to pay back the loan with interest over time. Working capital refers to short-term assets essential for daily operations, ensuring liquidity. Examples include inventory and accounts receivable that support operational needs. What it is, working capital refers to the short-term assets a company uses for its daily operations. This includes cash, inventory, and accounts receivable. Why it matters? It ensures that a company can meet its immediate operational needs and maintain liquidity. Example: think of working capital as the cash you have in your wallet for daily expenses like groceries and bills. It keeps everything running smoothly day to day. The image uses icons and a clear layout to make these concepts easy to understand. The magnifying glass for equity capital highlights its importance, the upward arrow for debt capital suggests growth, and the cyclic movement icon for working capital reflects its role in daily operations. Gross interest overview. What is gross interest? Understanding the total interest before deductions. Gross interest is the total interest earned on an investment before any deductions. It's the big picture view of your earnings, giving you a clear idea of your potential returns. Imagine you have a magical piggy bank. You put $1,000 into it, and at the end of the year, it gives you an extra $50. This $50 is your gross interest, the total amount your money has grown before you take out any fees or taxes. It's like getting a full scoop of ice cream before you start eating it. By understanding gross interest, you get a clear picture of how much your investments can earn over time. It's a crucial concept for anyone looking to grow their wealth and make informed financial decisions. When investing $1,000 at a 5% annual interest rate, the gross interest earned at year-end amounts to $50. This figure represents the total interest accrued without any deductions, providing a clear picture of potential. $50. This is the amount of gross interest earned from the investment. It's like the cherry on top of your financial sundae, showing the total earnings before any deductions. Gross interest from a $1,000 investment. This statement sets the context. It tells us that the $50 is the interest earned from investing $1,000. Think of it as planting a money tree with $1,000 seeds and watching it grow $50 worth of fruit in a year. This figure represents the total interest accrued without any deductions, providing a clear picture of potential earnings. This explanation breaks down the calculation. By investing $1,000 at a 5% interest rate, you earn $50 by the end of the year. This $50 is the gross interest, meaning it's the total amount earned before any fees or taxes are taken out. It's like seeing the full price tag before any discounts or taxes are applied. What is net interest? Net interest represents actual earnings after deductions. It accounts for taxes paid on gross interest. Example: gross interest of $50 minus $10 taxes equals $40 net interest. Provides a clearer financial picture for individuals and businesses. What it is: net interest is the amount of interest you actually get to keep after all deductions, like taxes, are taken out. It's the real deal, showing your true earnings. Why it matters: knowing your net interest helps you understand your actual financial gains. It's like looking at your paycheck after taxes. You see what you really have to spend. Example: if you earn $50 in gross interest but have to pay $10 in taxes, your net interest is $40. This is the amount you actually get to keep. Gross interest. Gross interest is the total interest earned or paid before deductions. Does not consider taxes or any deductions. Example: a gross interest of $50 shows potential earnings. Can mislead if not compared with net interest for actual gains. What it is: gross interest is the total interest earned before any deductions. It's the big number that shows potential earnings but doesn't account for any costs. Why it matters: gross interest gives you an idea of the maximum earnings, but it can be misleading if you don't consider deductions. It's like seeing the price of an item before taxes and fees are added. Example: if you earn $50 in gross interest, this is the total amount before any taxes or fees are deducted. It shows potential earnings but not the actual amount you receive. Net interest: imagine you find a treasure chest with $50 inside. But to keep it, you have to pay $10 in taxes. So, You end up with $40. This $40 is your net interest, the actual treasure you get to take home. Gross interest. Now, imagine you see the treasure chest with $50 inside. This $50 is your gross interest, the total amount before any taxes or fees. It looks great, but you need to remember that you won't get to keep all of it. Understanding the difference between net and gross interest helps you make better financial decisions. It's like knowing the difference between the sticker price and the final price at checkout. Interest rate trends. We will be looking at how interest rates have changed over time and what that means for us. Ready? Let's go. Trends in interest rates. 1. Record high rates. What's the deal? There were times when interest rates shot up to historic highs to fight off inflation. Why should you care? High rates make borrowing money more expensive. Imagine trying to buy a car or a house. Those high rates mean higher monthly payments. It's like when your favorite snack suddenly costs double. You might think twice before buying it. 2. Historically low rates. What's the deal? At other times, central banks dropped interest rates to super low levels to get the economy moving. Why should you care? Low rates make it cheaper to borrow money. This is great for buying homes, cars, or starting a business. Think of it as a big sale at your favorite store. Everything's cheaper, so you're more likely to buy more. 3. Economic recovery phase. What's the deal? After a downturn, like the pandemic, interest rates start to rise again as the economy recovers. Why should you care? Rising rates can signal that the economy is getting stronger. It's like when you start feeling better after being sick, you gradually get back to your normal activities. For the economy, this means more jobs, more spending, and overall growth. Why it matters? Understanding these trends helps you see how interest rates affect everything from your mortgage to your savings account. It's like knowing the weather forecast so you can plan your day better. High rates might mean it's time to save more, while low rates could be a good time to borrow for big purchases. Alright everyone, let's dive into this fascinating slide on capital and interest overview. This is where we get to see how different types of capital stack up against each other in terms of interest rates. Ready? Let's go. Visualizing capital and interest. 1. Equity. What's the deal? Equity is at the top of our chart with a whopping 30% interest rate. This means that investments in equity can potentially yield high returns. Think of it as the superstar of your investment portfolio, bringing in the big bucks. Why should you care? High returns can significantly boost your wealth over time, but remember, higher returns often come with higher risks. 2. Debt. What's the deal? Debt capital comes in next with an interest rate of around 10%. This is money borrowed that needs to be paid back with interest. It's like taking out a loan to grow your business. Why should you care? Debt can be a useful tool for expansion, but it comes with the obligation to repay, so it's crucial to manage it wisely. 3. Working capital. What's the deal? Working capital is sitting at about 5%. This is the money used for day-to-day operations. It's like the fuel that keeps your business engine running smoothly. Why should you care? Ensuring you have enough working capital is essential for maintaining liquidity and handling everyday expenses. 4. Gross interest rate. What's the deal? The gross interest rate is just above 3%. This represents the total interest earned before any deductions. Why should you care? It's important to know your gross interest to understand the potential earnings from your investments before taxes and other deductions. 5. Net interest rate. What's the deal? Finally, we have the net interest rate at 3.2%. This is the actual interest you get to keep after all deductions. Why should you care? Knowing your net interest rate gives you a clear picture of your real earnings, helping you make better financial decisions. Understanding these different types of capital and their interest rates helps you make informed choices about where to invest your money. It's like having a roadmap to navigate the financial landscape, ensuring you maximize your returns while managing risks effectively. Alright everyone, let's dive into this insightful slide on capital and interest overview. This is where we get to see the big picture of how capital and interest work together to drive financial decisions. Ready? Let's go! Key takeaways. 1. Importance of capital. What's the deal? Capital is the lifeblood of any business. It's the foundation that supports growth and sustainability. Think of it as the fuel that powers your business engine. Why should you care? Without sufficient capital, businesses can't expand, innovate, or even maintain daily operations. It's like trying to drive a car without gas, you won't get very far. 2. Understanding gross interest. What's the deal? Gross interest is the total interest earned before any deductions. It's the raw earnings from your investments. Why should you care? Knowing your gross interest helps you gauge the potential returns on your investments. It's like seeing the full price tag before any discounts or taxes are applied. 3. Significance of net interest. What's the deal? Net interest is the actual earnings after all deductions, like taxes, are taken out. This is the real deal, what you actually get to keep. Why should you care? Understanding net interest gives you a clear picture of your financial health. It's like looking at your paycheck after taxes, you see what you really have to spend. 4. Interest rate trends. What's the deal? Interest rates fluctuate based on economic conditions. They impact borrowing costs and investment returns. Why should you care? Keeping an eye on interest rate trends helps you make informed decisions about when to borrow or invest. It's like checking the weather forecast before planning your day. Visual metaphor. The faucet leaking coins, this image symbolizes the continuous flow of capital. Just like water is essential for life, capital is essential for business growth and sustainability. The coins represent the financial resources that keep your business running smoothly. Why it matters? Understanding these key concepts helps you navigate the complex world of finance with confidence. It's like having a roadmap that guides you through the financial landscape, ensuring you make smart, informed decisions that lead to greater financial well-being. As we wrap up our journey through the world of capital and interest, let's recap the key points we have covered. Importance of capital. Capital is the foundation of any business, essential for growth, sustainability, and daily operations. It's the fuel that powers your financial engine. Understanding gross interest. Gross interest represents the total earnings from investments before any deductions. It's crucial for evaluating potential returns and making informed investment decisions. Significance of net interest. Net interest is the actual earnings after all deductions, such as taxes. It provides a clear picture of your real financial gains and helps assess your financial health accurately. Interest rate trends. Interest rates fluctuate based on economic conditions, impacting borrowing costs and investment returns. Keeping an eye on these trends helps you make strategic financial decisions. Final thoughts. Understanding capital and interest is not just beneficial, it's imperative for anyone looking to navigate the financial landscape effectively. By grasping these concepts, you can make smarter investment choices, manage your finances better, and ultimately achieve greater financial well-being.